Alright, well, we just got to our campsite. Now we gotta hike in to where we're gonna stay for the night. What a nice view, right? Jeez, what a beautiful place. It looks like a park. Alright, here we go. And here we are. Taking it easy this week. And we're just gonna set up camp right in this little guy here. There's Bear. You know, I don't drink much whiskey anymore, and I rarely ever have the property to myself. But when you do, or when I do, I like, there we go, I like to break my no whiskey rule with a little bit of Whistle Pig rye here. It's damn good shit. This is how my dad drinks it. If I'm at the property, then it's with my dad, and he's a rye whiskey drinker, and he puts a little water and a little bit of whiskey and a big cup of ice and water it down so you sip on it and you don't get tanked. But we'll see how much all the die-hard whiskey drinkers is gonna give me a hard time for putting so much ice and water in it, but I don't care. This is how we like it. I like it straight, but I get tanked. I got tanked. Well, that didn't work out. When I drink it straight, because I just keep on wanting sipping because I'm a beer drinker, and that's what you do. You just keep on sipping that can of beer until it's empty. Then you go find another one, and I can't not do that when it comes to whiskey too. For some reason, I just want to keep on sipping, and all of a sudden, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm passed out drunk in the field, naked. So we're gonna water it down, and when that runs out, which it will, I'll switch to beer because fuck it. All right, you're not here to listen to me talk about drinking. You click the video because you want to know more about this guide gear campfire kit that you can get on Amazon, and you can get it on Sportsman's Guide, and I don't know where else you can get it, but I think that's probably one of the 2 places I got it. And I'm fortunate enough to have motivated this nice little pecker pole to fall down right in my campsite and fall in a bunch of little pieces, perfect for cooking. So me set everything up and and get a fire going. Yeah, sounds good. Take a sip. All right, what you see here is, I think, is what it comes with. I've had it for at least a year, maybe even more, and I've used it a couple of times, tried it out. I bought it because the wife and the kids like to do car camping in a campground, and sometimes they have a fire pit that I can try to cook something over the coals there, because I really like cooking over the coals. But I mean, there's only certain places that you can take something like that. Is really only if you're truck camping, and like I am today. And this is a perfect opportunity to use it, and so I'm going to use it today. And I was thinking, well, I haven't done a drunk review in a long time, and so here we go. So yeah, okay, so back to this. So it comes with a lot of hooks, some long, some short. We don't judge here. They come with a couple of like cast iron lid grabbers. I don't know why they give you 2. Apparently, in case one gets hot, you can switch to another one. Comes with this other little lid grabber thing, and I'm sure you guys know more about what that does than anything. All I really use is I've used the grate, and I used the pot hangers because, you know, I basically just cook soups and shit like that. But today we're gonna do some chicken thighs, some baked beans, mashed potatoes, and a can of corn. Yeah, high end. Gripes, the bag it comes in sucks dick. It's thin. Stitching is crap. It's. I'm not gonna get very much use out of it for very long. And this is lightly used. You know, it's not even rusted. Doesn't even have really any good wear on it at all. And the bag is just shredded. It has holes in it, and I wish they would have came with a little bit thicker bag. But pros, you know, is that it is compact. It's easy to set up, as you saw. It only took me like 3 seconds because I'm fast. The ends just slide out and lock in that. Oh, my fingers in the way. You don't want to see my fingers. Slide in those little holders there. I guess you can take those nuts off if you wanted to. I haven't had the need to. But there's not much of adjustment. It is what it is. It sets up how it is. You can't make it longer, shorter, taller, or anything like that. It is what it is, which is fine for ground fires. You know, when like this one here is straight on the ground, it's fine for that. But if you get into the real wide fire pits, and I don't know about the little washer machine barrel fire pits they got at the campground. I haven't used the one there yet. I think I'm just gonna stow this in my little shack I'm building off on my parents' property, and just keep it here because this is probably where I'm going to use it most. Because we bought a travel trailer that's short enough to fit in small in campgrounds, and I mean, I'm pretty much an old man now, and this is the only place I'm ever going to really get to use this because my fire pit at the house has its own spigot and all that stuff. So, yeah. So let's get some coals going. Let's get my rest of my camp built, and then we'll start cooking some food. Sounds good. While we wait and get some coals, I guess I can start prepping everything. It's a super easy cooler, super easy meal. The hardest part is the chicken. I kind of forget what temp you cook chicken to. I don't eat chicken very often because we had chickens, and chickens are dirty, but I mean, so are like goats and rabbit, and we eat those as well. But anyways, so we got our little makeshift camp for the night in here. I mean, if you ever lived with a pampered dog, that's and bring his own bed. If you don't, then he thinks he needs to climb up in your own bed, and that little cot don't hold both of us. So, what is chicken? I don't know what temp you do that at. I'll have to look at it. So I guess I need to really be talking more about this, right? So, like I said before, it's pretty stout. Yeah. They give you a ton, at least 2 of the hooks per each size. I think I'm missing one because I used it at home and forgot to put it back. But it comes with a coating. It's not obviously bare metal, and it's not anything that you have to worry about it burning off or anything. I don't know what kind of bluing that they put on it, but it seems pretty good. There's just a bit of rusting, but that's to be expected, especially if you're going to be using it a lot. I mean, my spit in my backyard at home is completely rusted out except for the thick, smoke stains that are on it. So that's definitely to be expected. It'll definitely hold. I mean, it'll hold a meal. I mean, as you're going to see, It'll probably hold a pretty good sized meal. It definitely holds cast iron, but I would set them more to the side and not center, because it will bow it. I put a big Dutch oven on it once, and I was kind of, you know, giggling about how much it bowed it. But you know, it's pretty solid. I mean, I guess it didn't really bow it all that. I might be full of shit. It might be something else I used, but I mean, just pushing down on it seems pretty freaking solid. But I'm gonna use the grill. I'm gonna cook my chicken. This is dinner tonight. We got some chicken, corn, baked beans, salad, because, you know, I'm watching my figure, and some instant mashed potatoes. I'm just going to boil my water for the taters on the little backpacking stove, but I'm going to make my beans on here so you can see something hang besides the grill there. And I just figured out that you cook chicken until it looks done, and then you just eat it. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I might have to go talk to another tree to land nearby, because this might not be enough for the whole night. It'll definitely be enough for cooking. So I'm gonna get shit started. I'm not gonna do the whole time-lapse thing because you don't care about that. So here we go. All right. As you can see, we have our chicken on, our beans on. We got everything else prepped and ready to go pretty much. I don't know, I might have to skip the corn. Or I might just add it to my... Actually, I can just add it to the beans. That'd be pretty good. Shit, for me, that's how I'd eat them anyways. Mix everything together. Yeah, so I chose that length. It's probably going to be a little hot. I'm probably going to have to move everything up once those coals really start. Excuse me. Start, you know, really being good cooking coals. But I got tired of waiting, so I threw everything on. Got my cute little camp here. There's my dog just waiting for... He's going to share a meal. Yeah, that's way too much for one man. So he's going to share a meal with me. Didn't have to hike in today. That's pretty nice. So, you don't want to see me eat. It's pretty disgusting. So, in conclusion, I like this setup. I think it's great for what I'm doing today. It's perfect. You can't... I mean, I wouldn't pack it in to anywhere. I would make it a really good truck camping kit, because I mean, yeah, you're not going to want to carry it for. And if you do any of this type of camping, you know, or even tent camping, and you know, I don't know, it works. It fills my niche. It does, because I love cooking over the coals, and this is... I think it's worth the money for sure for this type of camping and truck camping at campgrounds, if they allow you to, or if they allow you to have a fire. You know, you can... That little grate that they give you is really nice. It has a little lip around each side, so your hot dogs won't roll away or whatever. You know, I recommend... I don't have them today, but I recommend having a pair of welding gloves or some type of heat resistant gloves to handle all this shit. Because I mean, obviously you have all the hooks that you want. I don't know how I'm going to get that chicken off without burning the fuck out of myself. But we'll figure it out. I'll use a fork. It's probably going to stick to that grate, and so I'm going to have to like shred it up and make tacos instead, I guess. I don't know. But we'll figure that out when it gets there. Hope this... I'm sure this video is completely worthless to you, and I'm sure you skipped through everything and didn't watch any of it. But for those that do watch it, I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've done anything because, you know, I'm not very good at doing this shit. But yeah, Round Warrior out.